This isn't a highlight reel. If you're expecting flawless, professional level PPF install, this probably isn't that video. And there was one panel that almost made me quit this entire project. By the end of this video, you'll know if DIY PPF is something you should try or something you should absolutely avoid. I went with DIY full body PPF kit from DIY Wrap Club. This is a pre-cut full body paint protection film kit, especially made for the Tesla Model Y Juniper refresh model. I bought it during a Black Friday sale and I paid about $1,300 for the full kit. To put that in perspective, professional PPF on a Tesla can easily run $5,000 to $6,000. So the savings here are real. This is a true full body kit, not just partial coverage. It includes pre-cut PPF for the hood, front bumper, the fenders, mirrors, doors, pillars, rear quarter panels, the trunk, the rear bumper, and it also included headlights and tail light film, which I found out that a lot of kits don't include. Everything is precision cut, so you're not trimming film on a car. And trust me, that alone makes this way easier. The kit also comes with all the essentials: slip solution, tack solution, spray bottles, squeegees for all works, microfiber towels, pre-wash, and decontamination wash as well. I didn't have to run out and buy extra tools. Everything I needed to start was already in the box. But there were a few extra things that didn't come in the box that I had to buy afterwards. But I'll talk a little bit more about that later. The biggest reason I felt confident attempting this was the how-to video library that comes with the kit. These aren't generic videos. They are panel-by-panel tutorials for this exact car. At first, I honestly thought I could just watch them once and figure the rest out. That confidence lasted about one panel. Before I get into the difficulty, I want to share a few prep items that didn't come in the kit, but made this process significantly easier. First, an electric sprayer for the slip solution. This was huge. I still use the manual spray bottle from the kit, but having an electric sprayer saved me time and saved my hands. I always kept the two bottles ready nearby, one electric and one manual, just in case one ran out in mid-panel. Once I got more confident, I started spraying a lot of slip solution. That helped me place the film more precisely, but also created another issue. Because everything was so wet, I couldn't always see the bubbles I left behind, especially where two pieces meet, like the trunk seams or the side mirrors. The seams aren't really terrible, but they definitely could have been cleaner. That's where getting a needle came in. Now, this did not come in the original kit. Once the film started settling and drying, I used a fine needle to pop the bubbles I missed and smooth those areas out. If you're doing this yourself, accept that you won't catch every single one of these in real time. You'll fix things after, and that's okay. Another thing that helped a lot, I printed the install guides that come in the kit. I hung them up nearby so I could glance at them without touching my phone or rewinding the video. When you're doing this solo, having those visual references right in front of you make a big difference, especially when you're trying to remember where to tack, where to stretch, and where to let the film relax. And finally, lighting. My garage had lights, but not nearly enough. I brought my studio softbox into the garage and ran it at full brightness. That helped me see bubbles, edges, seams, and alignments. Things you'll absolutely miss in dim lighting. If there's one prep item that's non-negotiable, it's having more light than you think you need. If you're still watching and you're wondering, could you do this? This is where it all finally clicked for me. When I started this project, I watched all the demo videos and honestly, they made it seem so easy. I practiced on the sample piece, stretching, tacking, slip solution, and I felt confident. But the practice piece is just a rectangle piece. Doors, curves, and bumpers are a different world. The first panel I installed was the hood. the biggest piece on the car. My fiance helped me peel and lay it. And that's when reality hit. The film dries faster than you expect it to. I started to panic, I rushed, and instead of slowing down and spraying more slip solution, I tried to force it. That was my first real lesson. This was it. Rear passenger driver's side panel. I sprayed it down with slip solution like I'd done with every other piece. I started peeling it, and that's when everything went sideways. The garage was colder than the rest of the days, and I didn't think much of it at the time. But the film started drying fast, faster than I expected. So when I turned the film sideways to line it up to the door, it got stuck to itself. Not a little, but completely. I tried pulling it apart, nothing. I sprayed more slip solution while holding it. Still nothing. At this point I'm thinking, did I just ruin a full panel? I called my then fiance, who's now my wife, once, twice, no answer. Turns out she was upstairs with her headphones on, completely unaware that I was downstairs having a mild existential crisis. So I did the only thing left. I got creative. I brought the piece back to the table and I emptied every drop of the slip solution onto it. Slowly and carefully, I was able to force the film apart. That was the moment I almost quit. I was frustrated, and honestly, I was a little scared I was going to tear it or permanently damage it. But here's what I learned. This PPF is way more resilient than it looks. It took the abuse, it healed itself, and in the end, I got it on the door cleanly. That piece didn't just test my patience, it taught me what this film can actually handle. After that, I paused the entire project for a day. From that point on, I watched the install video the morning of each panel, rolled the film out first, identified the edges and the folding points, and played the videos while installing. I paused the video, did the step, then hit play again. Once I realized nothing is ruined as long as the film stays hydrated, everything changed. From there, each panel got easier. The panic went away. I wasn't rushing anymore. I trusted the process. Doors, rear panels, trunk, pillars, everything just started to click. I saved the front bumper for last, intentionally. It's the first thing people notice, and by then I had real experience. I followed the video step by step, paused it, rewound it, and worked slowly, and made sure that I hydrated the film constantly. And honestly, the front bumper was the best panel on the car. Minimal defects, nothing noticeable unless you're really looking for it. This wasn't overly difficult, but it was physically challenging. Now, I work out and consider myself pretty fit, and this still pushed me in ways I wasn't expecting. Your thumbs, your fingers, your grip strength, you're constantly stretching, tacking, lifting, repositioning the film all around. This isn't hard because it's complicated. It's hard because it demands patience, repetition, and physical endurance. Here's the honest trade-off. You're not paying a professional just for film. You're paying not to think about it. DIY does save you money. Professionals saves you time, stress, and mental bandwidth. Well, my results, they're about 85 to 90% of a professional job. And for me, that trade-off was worth it. This isn't a perfect wrap, but it is protected. And for someone who's commuting long distances every week, that matters. If you're the type of person who watches DIY videos all the way to the end like now, you're probably the type of person who can do this. If you're debating DIY versus professional, well, drop your situation in the comments below. Daily driver, garage, no garage, budget. I'll try to read every single one of them and respond with my thoughts. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye. There we go. It sounds worse than it is.